welcome back to the Tech Choice Bootcamp, the UI UX design track. And this is module 9, where we'll be talking about high fidelity designs. Colors, spacing, typography, and even up to the point of iconography. High fidelity prototype take you as close as possible to a true representation of the user interface of your product. The benefits of high fidelity designs is the ease of prototyping, collaborations, handover to developers, and cost. It is actually cost effective. Now we'll be talking about colors. Basically, this video will be dwelling more on colors, and what you will learn is the colors in UI design, the best practices, tools for choosing color palettes, applying color harmony rules to color selection. So colors in UI UX design. Colors plays an important role in how users perceive user interfaces, and color also enhances information readability. It improves usability and can be used to draw the attention of users to specific areas in an interface. So the best practices in UI UX designs. Here are some principles that guides the choice of colors for user interface designs, and we'll be taking them one after the other. So the first is complementary colors on the color wheel, balancing color combinations, background and element color variation, and getting inspiration from art and nature, and also matching brand personalities with the right colors. Firstly, we'll be talking about complementary colors. Which of the two groups of cards look better? Is it the group A or the group B? It's obviously group A, because group A has two complementary colors, which is the blue and the yellow. The color wheel can be used to choose complementary colors for a color palette that enhances the attractiveness of your user interface and improves the visibility of your content. Complementary colors are on the opposite sides of the color wheel. They create a strong contrast when combined. For example, on the JetBlue website, they used a complementary color of blue and orange. As you can see, where we have the blue as the background and majorly the brand color, then they used orange as its accent. What did you notice about the colors in these pictures? What do you also notice about the color in this picture? This image is more pleasing to the eye than the first image because the colors are balanced. When balancing color combination, a user interface is very much attractive when the colors are combined in different proportions. A way to ensure the color balance is to use the 631 golden rule, which states that balance is attained when colors are combined in a 60-30-10 ratio. For example, here the gray has the 60% of the picture, then the deep brown has 30%, then the light brown has 10%. For example, in this BetKing website, we have the deep blue having 60%, the light blue having 30%, and the yellow having 10%. Background and element variation. Variation of color is another way of choosing the right colors. You can pick a background color, then choose variations of that colors to create a color palette. Variations in the sense that you can go lighter or darker. In this case, green is the background color, but you used different tones of greens to make up this beautiful design. You can also check it out. It's at brightscout.com. Alright, so we move to inspiration from art and nature. Have you ever wondered why people love art and nature? We can find color combinations in nature that are pleasing to the eyes. Colors gotten from art and nature usually complement themselves on the color wheel. For example, see this beautiful butterfly and the sunflower. They have generated a very beautiful color palette which includes the blue, orange, peach and yellow. Blue, orange, peach, yellow and green. Alright, nature also has examples of color variation that a designer can borrow from. You can go online, go on Google and find out and get different color variations that you can use for your designs. For example, this green and orange, it has laid out a very beautiful color palette. So we move to colors and brand personality. All brands have their various personalities. It is important to consider these personalities when selecting their color palettes. For example, using the green color in place of red on the Airtel app will go against the Airtel brand personality and will actually be odd to Airtel app users. The brand personality is a set of human characteristics that are attributed to a brand name. Companies have accurately defined their brand personalities so they resonate the right consumers. A company's brand should aim to elicit a positive emotional response from a targeted consumer segment. And the personal side of a brand personality is so important, especially in the digital age of artificial intelligence and automations. So, yes, I'll give you examples, or here are examples of color palette tools that you can use. Coolors is a very great website that allows users select a perfect color scheme and combination in its different shades and tones. It also allows users to generate color palettes from photos, and that's the website coolors.co. The next is Adobe Color. This is a color wheel and palette generator that allows users to create and save color themes, and users can also explore color trends and get inspired by other designers. So there's basically a list of color schemes that other designers have worked with that's worked, and yeah, basically the website is showing you their color codes and all of that. Yeah, so now we'll be applying color harmony rules to color selections, and this is basically using different color schemes. We have the complementary color scheme, the analogous color scheme, triad color scheme, split complementary, and square colors, and the shades. The complementary color schemes are, they basically use colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. I will be showing you that on the next slide. The analogous uses colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. The triad color scheme uses colors that are evenly spread on the color wheel. The split complementary are variations of the complementary color scheme, but in addition to a base color, and it uses two adjacent colors. Yeah. Then there's the square color scheme. This uses four colors that are evenly spaced out around the color wheel. Yeah. And the shades color has all colors on the color palette chosen from different shades of a single color. Yeah, so this first one is showing the complementary colors, which is colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, which is blue and yellow, as the case may be. Then the next one shows the analogous, which includes colors that are close to each other. Then the triad, more like a triangle, drawing out a triangle on the color wheel and picking points. Yeah, but please take note on the analogous, analogous color scheme, please take note of contrast. Then the split complementary, it's more like you are drawing a triangle but not with equal sides, right? Then there's the square color scheme, which is more like you are drawing a square and picking out the colors at the tips of the square. Then this shade color scheme, which picks a single color but uses different shades of this color scheme. So that brings us to the end of the color aspect of high fidelity designs, and in the next video we'll be talking about spacing. Yes, we'll be talking about spacing, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.